Yo guys, what's going on and welcome back to another video. So today the video is inspired by a recent Mike Thurston video where he discusses his full week of training, and each episode goes in depth of each day of that training split. So today I train legs and shoulders. I've got clips which I'm going to insert between each part of this video. It gives you a bit of insight and a visual representation of the movement which I'm doing, and I'll discuss why I do that movement, why it's best for me, and why you might feel the same or different. So my current split is a 5-day split. It's a push-pull leg and an upper-lower split. So each muscle group gets trained twice a week. Each muscle group needs to be trained twice a week. There's other splits available which shows training each muscle group once a week, but that isn't optimal. It's a slower process of gaining muscle, so training them twice a week allows you to make that progress in a quicker state. Just before we start, I want to apologise on the inconsistency of the videos which I release since I came back from my short time away. Life's been quite hectic at the moment, so we have my project which I'm working on in the background. I'm starting university again soon, I'm gearing up for that, but videos will be coming out at a more consistent rate now. I'm going to try and get 2 episodes out of these a week plus a podcast, so yeah, let's see how that goes. So the first exercise which I performed today was the barbell squat. In this clip which I'm showing you now here, I am squatting 100 kilograms. I think it's for 6, 100 kilograms for 6. To all you people who are watching who are strong on legs, that is heavy for me. My PB is 105, which I didn't get a video of. I promise you, I'm not lying. This is 100 kilograms, as you can see within the clip. So before you guys hate on me in the comments, I know I'm not going as deep in the squat as I could do. That's just down to 2 things, that I haven't got anyone there spotting me. That's just down to me trying to be safe as I can. And my squat isn't perfect. I've never claimed my squat is perfect. As I said, that's one thing I want to improve on going forward. 105 is the maximum I can squat at the moment. I have been tracking my progress within a diary each week, and I have been progressing at a rapid rate compared to what I was before. So if there's one thing I would recommend, to track your progress. So a barbell squat trains more than just your thighs and your legs. It's really good for the core and the back because it stabilises everything. So if you're someone like me who isn't genetically gifted within the core, and I do gain fat within the core area, a barbell squat is perfect for getting you stronger in that area, getting your abs to pop more. Just to clarify, a few of these videos were not filmed today, so in each clip if you see me wearing different clothes, it's because at some points in the gym today I couldn't film. So I have got some clips from today, but I'm just showing you each movement which I did. So the second movement I performed was leg raises on the machine. In this clip, again, my form isn't great. Now I tend to hold at the top to gain that tension on the thigh, but in this clip, as you can see, it's quite rapid. I tend to do it on 85 kilos, 90 kilos, trying to get strength within the thigh. I find this exercise great because when it comes to legs, if you're not genetically inclined to gain bigger legs like me, that time under tension is key. That time under tension within your thigh is great in gaining that size, gaining that extra muscle, getting stronger. So I love leg raises because it allows that time under tension within the thigh. Just a quick one, it might be a weird one for you guys who hasn't done it, or I could recommend you doing it. When doing the leg raises, I tend to retract my scapula within the chair, because then it stops that sway and it stops that momentum coming from the top of your body. So all the tension within the movement comes within your thigh. It's something that I've gained, something I've been trying these last few months, and it has seen a lot of progress within the leg area. The third exercise I performed today, again, apologise for the bad angle. I was on my own today. I didn't have anyone filming me. Was the movement of a deadlift, but I tend to do it stiff, so it adds that more tension and that more pull on your hamstrings. So here I'm stiff deadlifting about 50 kilograms. Again, I wouldn't recommend going heavy, and if you can go heavy on a traditional deadlift, if you can go heavy on the traditional deadlift and you've never performed a stiff deadlift before, I would not recommend going heavy immediately, because your hamstrings are really tender muscles, and as you see, these footballers and rugby players who tear them and pull them just by running. So I tend to get used to that movement. as you're doing it more and more, then slowly progress. So as we can see in the footage, I'm going a fair way down. There is that slight bend within the knees, but that's naturally, that's just a natural movement and my poor flexibility in my lower half. If you are flexible and can touch your toes, this movement would be easy, would be performed better by you. But me, who isn't that flexible at all, you should really start stretching more. And guys watching, stretch before working out prevents injuries. If you are more flexible, this movement will be a lot easier for you. But as you can see in the footage, my knees do bend a little bit. Again, poor flexibility, but you do still get that tension within your hamstrings, and that is the muscle group we are working here. Your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, allows for that meatier look within the thigh area. It makes it a more rounded thigh. So yeah, you don't want any imbalances within the legs, because it makes you look like a weird toothpaste, half-empty toothpaste bottle. As you've seen so far within all this, as you've seen within all the footage, I'm wearing a belt. I know people who don't like wearing belts when working out because it stops, it doesn't allow good breathing techniques, it's very tight. For me personally, who suffers from back issues now and again, I wear a belt because it allows my form, straightens my back up, and it prevents that injury for me personally. Because again, I suffer from back issues, so my back does tend to bend or spasm now and again. So that belt allows everything to stay in place straight, prevents any risk of injury. So for the fourth exercise, we're moving on to shoulders. For the first shoulder movement, we're going to do shoulder press. This is great again, as squat is for holding your body in place, and shoulder press helps for that steady movement, works your core because you're keeping everything in place, and again, it's great for that rounded 3D shoulder look. As we can see within the footage, with my jizz face, cum face, for anyone who doesn't understand what I'm saying, apologies for that. Everything's tight, everything's in place. Again, I tend to retract the scapula, stops anything from wobbling, stops anything from being out of place. Everything can move slowly, and that tension on your delts, it allows that rounded look within your shoulders. Just as we're halfway through, as you can see, I'm shoulder pressing 26 kilograms. If we're going back to all the footage, if you're going to the footage, I didn't mention any of the other weights because it comes across as quite, yeah, I'm doing this, yeah, I'm doing that. If you can lift heavier than what I'm doing, that's cool. If you can lift lighter than I'm doing, that's also cool. Stay in your lane, guys. Don't try more or try less. If you can lift more, lift more. If you can't, don't take that risk, because it will end in tears, it will end in injury, and it's too risky. Progress at a steady rate, track your progress, and soon enough you'll be lifting your full potential. Right, so for the fifth exercise, as you can see in the footage, I'm doing lateral raises. I love this exercise. Again, great for the rounded 3D look. It's great on your delts, on your traps. It's great on building that upper fuller look. In all honesty, in this video my form isn't great. That's something that's just down to me rushing, as time was quite strict today. Again, when you go in the gym, guys, think of everything. Think of that muscle group you are working, and make sure that tension and that squeeze is there. Hopefully tomorrow the footage will be better. Yeah, lateral raises are great for making that rounded shoulder look, lats, traps, everything. It's great at making you look fuller. When lifting these weights, this movement needs to be done perfectly. So start light, make sure you get the reps in. It doesn't matter how light you lift, it's getting your form and that movement correctly. So what I usually tend to do is I tend to lift the weights, keep it there for a second, make sure you can feel it in this area here, make sure you can feel it, and down again. And again, it doesn't matter if you can't get 10 reps, if 5 or 6 is enough, but if you are feeling that tension, then it's working, guys. You are going to have that rounded shoulder look with progression as you go forward. So for the sixth and final exercise, I did the front delt lifts. Again, you've got your rear delts and your front delts. This is great for the front delts. So I did one of each arm and then both of them together, which is counted as 1 rep. I did 6 reps, I think, on this. It's been a while since I watched the footage back. Again, keep everything upright. 1, 1, 1, then 2, 2, 2. It's good going forward because it allows for more endurance and more movement within that area. Again, it's also good for your traps. It's also good for, it's great for building your traps, and again, as I mentioned, it's good for your front delts, which is crucial for shoulder movement. It allows for more fluid movement the stronger you get within that area. So that's it, guys, for today. I just thought I'd go through my today's workout routine. Yeah, so tomorrow will be chest and triceps. That video should be out on Wednesday night. so I'll try and get as much footage as I can for that video. So yeah, today I didn't feel satisfied with my workout. Everything was a rush, good place to be. But guys, once you're in the gym, make sure you use this. Like I said earlier, every movement has to be thought through, every movement has to be done correctly. And once you are working them muscle groups, make sure you do squeeze and put tension on them, because if you're not, there's no point in doing them. I'm not saying I wasn't doing that today, but everything was quite rushed. So something to keep in mind when next going to the gym, because there's not a worse feeling than coming out of the gym and you feel like you could have given more. And I feel like I've always prided myself on going to the gym and working as hard as I can, pushing through and giving everything. So there's no better feeling, that's where progression comes in, and you'll see it as the months and the years roll on. So as I said guys, this video is heavily inspired by Mike Thurston's new series. I will link it within the description. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I really hope you guys are keeping safe. I know people aren't taking lockdown now as serious as they did, but keep safe, keep active, because we know what happens if you don't keep active. Keep healthy, but enjoy yourself. So I'll see you in the next one guys. Stay safe.